are so happy to be back at Seatrade. I think, well, this morning we had the panel discussion looking at what's happening in the industry, and the theme was resiliency. And if there is a word that has described the cruise industry, it is resilience. You know, it was the beginning of the pandemic where in 2020, the first images that the world captured for the tourism industry were on board a cruise ship and people being stranded. And so here we are now, 2.5 years, almost 3 years later, and cruising is back, our destinations are back, and Seatrade is back.
I know.
So I'm saying I'm pretty happy. We started to run the numbers, and we started to look at how Barbados as a destination was partnering with and benefiting from cruise as a destination and as a domestic economy. And so we started to break down the many areas where Barbados could and should be benefiting. One of them was how we would increase spend by passengers on island and move it from where it presently is to a significantly higher level. And so we set ourselves a trajectory of increasing domestic spend for passengers by 30% by 2025 and then 50% by 2030, increasing the capacity for crew and the spend that is available to them, and then finally ensuring that we are able to increase the level of employment by Barbadian nationals on board cruise ships. And so that became a huge item for us because we were navigating, obviously, a domestic unemployment situation, but also the opportunity for many of the displaced hospitality workers to benefit from opportunities on the ships. And that became our third primary outcome for this particular mission. And we're really happy that Royal Caribbean in particular has been a partner that has stepped forward to say we are willing to work with Barbados, and over 3 months or so, we are going to work deliberately together with you to recruit close to 2,000 workers to populate our ships in a range of areas. And that's really important for people to be able to feel as though there is genuine resilience in the industry, but that we're building back better.
Yep.
Barbados has always had a big cargo operation, but what we're looking to do is to expand that operation, and there are a number of things taking place in the country, and we're looking to see how we can have a dedicated cargo hub, and which will also free up some space to have the cruise ships have their own berths, so that we do things, even though they'll be side by side, they don't actually interfere in the operation of either one. So we're at a very advanced stage of discussions on that, and so that's an interesting position for us. We have nearly $1 billion worth of projects going on in the port within the next 10 to 15 years.
Taxi Association and their members are one of the first people that the people who come off the cruises meet when they land in Barbados. So we see ourselves as ambassadors of the island. So we want to make sure that when we meet with the customers, that their experience is unforgettable.
People really want to have a new experience to really understand what Barbados is actually about. And for us as taxi operators, we really want to do that. We really want to show people who we are as a people. I mean that there are lots of things that we have developed in the island over time. Recently, we have just opened our Freedom Village. We have a Freedom Walk Park in the city. And these are things that people need to understand and to experience who we are as Bajans, quote unquote, to say.
It's very exciting news for our island. We're setting up with Royal Caribbean within the next couple of weeks, probably about 8 weeks or so, to have a job fair. They're looking for just about 2,000 people or more. The jobs available to our Barbadians are not only traditionally the jobs of housekeeping and hospitality, and only creatives are available to islands. Not this one. This one is the one with a difference. We are going to be looking at engineers, seamen. We're looking at artisans like plumbers and electricians and carpenters. But not only that, when we're looking at housekeeping, it's this middle management housekeeping to upper management housekeeping. So I'm so excited.